Go Flat Tracker. Go Flat Tracker, go, go, go.
Klavr Flat Track Pod, brought to you by our partners. ShredDesign.co. If you're looking for the sickest jersey prints in the biz, look no further than ShredDesign.co on Facebook. Euroka Fencing, the place to go for all your rural fencing needs. Classic wheel spokes, Otway Hydro Blasting, make your old girl look new again. Plus, our newest partner, MX Inc. Do you want your bike to stand out in the crowd with custom graphics done by the best? Then contact Luca and the team at MX Inc. And last but not least, Klavr, keeping you on track for longer. Now, onto the episode.
Welcome to another Klavr Flat Track, the Klavr Flat Track Pod, or Klavr Flat Track Pod, whichever way you like to throw it. I don't mind how you pronounce it. Tom Norvey, g'day mate, how you going? It feels like a long time actually since I've spoken to you, which is a bit funny. We've released a couple pods, there's one about to drop probably tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Saturday. Try not to say too, and it's actually really hard. So I haven't really talked to Tom because we had a couple pre-recorded pods. So we are just doing one now to sort of do a bit of a catch-up on what's going on and things coming up. Obviously, Appin round 1 and 2 are approaching pretty quickly. I actually am going to be racing the Harley in that, which is exciting and nerve-wracking, and it sort of looks like I'll probably be doing it without ever riding the motorcycle. So that's going to be really thrilling. I'm shitting my pants and looking forward to it all at the same time. So,
hey, if you're too worried, mate, you've always got a backup rider. You know that, don't you worry. It's all good.
No, I'm going to give it a square. If I'm last, I'm last. It doesn't matter. I was supposed to get on it. Then I did my knee, as we all know. If you're listening to the last couple pods, you would have heard that on one of those. I can't remember which one it was. I was meant to get on it this weekend at Albury, just got notified that's been canned. And I looked at my weather here and it's going to rain all weekend. So unless we get a couple sunny days that dry my track out really well, I probably won't be getting a ride on it. But yeah, we'll see how we go.
Going in green.
Yeah, but it's coming along. Just the seatboard to go. I had Brendan McCowart and Jesse Davies test it for me at Broadford a couple of weeks back, and got a few tips from them, a bit of feedback. Yeah, it's not quite the same as riding it yourself, but at least it was used and gave me an idea of what to expect and what needs to be done. So that's the main thing. And number boards arrived today. For the front, I'm just going to use that old YZ125 number board because I quite like the style of that. So I'm sticking with that. That's what the blue one in the photos is, but I've got a white one. And I'm going to fiberglass up a couple of side ones and stuff. So that should all be done earlier in this week. So, nothing like leaving it to the last minute. But anyway, we're getting there. And what else has been going on? Not much really, just busy trying to make money. And I've actually had quite a few sales. So thanks to everyone that has been buying Klavr Flat Track products. It's fantastic. We've done quite a few wheels lately. And looking forward to meeting you at the track for the guys that I haven't met before. It should be fun to see those products going around the racetrack. Some new races to the 19-inch scene, which is awesome, and a couple new juniors as well. So we're most of them have been special orders. That might just be building up a back wheel or a front wheel or whatever. The junior sets, we're only slowly dipping our toes in that. So I don't actually have them in stock, so they're all special orders at the moment. But it's all going good. So thanks once again to all our loyal customers. That's awesome, and to anyone that's spreading the word for us. Thanks so much, because that helps get the team to the track. The team's going to look a bit shabby. I haven't quite done all the things that I wanted to do, so we're going to be a little bit casual these first 2 rounds. But it doesn't mean we're not a team, and we'll be flying under the Kelpie pit shades because I haven't ordered new ones. It's, as you know, the cost of everything's gone up, and it was just an expense that I'd rather give the money than look a little bit fancy at the track. So I'd rather give the money to the riders. So that's the call I made, instead of buying stuff that we sort of already got with the wrong label on it, so to speak. But I'll get it sorted out as soon as I can. But
All in good
yes,
time.
all in good time, and really, it's good. It's nice to look as professional as you can, but yeah, like I said, I'd rather the riders get paid than have flashy shirts and all that sort of stuff. But they will come. Apart from that, not a lot. We've got someone ringing in tonight, which will be quite interesting to talk to. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully he can. He's actually on a road trip at the moment, and he said he had 2 bars of what do you call it, data, reception or whatever. So let's hope that all works out. But yeah, that will give you a bit of insight to Appin and the track prep and everything there. What else, Tom? We were going to recap the Queensland. Was it dirt track and track titles? You said senior, junior, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to recap that. You managed to get those up all right, didn't you?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
everything's all good on my end.
We'll have a look at that. I don't know if you've talked to anyone that was there or anything like that.
No, I didn't get any information of anyone that rode that weekend. I didn't hear any complaints. So as far as I know, everything went relatively well. So unfortunately, I've only got the results to read out, but thank God for Speed Hive.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have a look. If Tom does reach out to you asking for results and that, we'd really appreciate it if you do get back to him. That would be great. Or myself to any of the clubs, because we're only trying to promote you guys. So cooperation is appreciated. Weather's terrible down here. It's calling off a few events. New South Wales titles is tomorrow, this weekend. Tomorrow? No, Saturday, this weekend. Was tomorrow, Friday. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
Saturday,
a
Sunday.
day or two ahead of myself. Yeah, that's my
You're right.
weekend starts tomorrow. But so you're off to that time to go and watch a bit of that. That should be a ripper. It's on the oil track there in Gunnedah. Um, Valkyrie Park, is that how you say it? I always get it wrong.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Valkyrie Park. So my favourite pick, if he's turning up, would be Herrick. He's obviously a weapon there. I'm guessing he'll be turning up, but I don't actually know because it's only a couple of weeks from first rounds at AFTN. So maybe some of the normal riders will decide to sit it out. I'm not sure. Have you seen a riders list or anything like that?
Yeah, they released the riders list a couple of days ago. All the usual suspects are there. A couple that I wasn't exactly expecting to come out of the woodworks, but which is good. So Herrick will be there. So will Kirkness. Dare say the locals will be fast. And I think maybe a couple of boys from Kempsey as well that are coming over for it.
Oh, nice. So who were the riders that you weren't expecting to see on there?
Well, definitely Kirkness. I didn't think he was I didn't think he was going to throw a leg over again, but him. I'm trying to think. There was 2 more that I sort of blinked at. I can't think off the top of my head, but yeah, Kirkness was definitely one of them. He's got nothing to prove, so it'd be awesome to see him hammer around that track. He's probably trying to get some practice for the AFTN. Wink, wink, maybe.
And Jared Brooks overseas competing in the FIM, so he will be scratched out of that, and probably most of the AFTN, won't he? I was looking at those dates, and I'm pretty sure, he won't be here for most of that either. So
I think he might be able to get back for Gunnedah. If that's in November, isn't it?
yeah, November.
Yeah, I think if he gets back for Gunnedah, I think that'd be the only one he'll do. Just quickly looking on Gunnedah's Facebook page to see riders list. I'll let you keep going while I
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. So speaking of international riding, the AM Nationals in the US were just completed. They ran from the 30th of June to the 5th of July. We had quite a few Aussies over there. I don't know all the Aussies, or I don't know of all the Aussies that were over there. So I believe we did have someone, a female rider, competing over there, if not 2, but I'm not sure who they were. I was thinking probably Katana Robinson, but I couldn't see anything when I was trying to look her up. But for some reason, it wasn't showing. I usually can see her posting that, but when I was looking, I couldn't. So I'm not sure. It was probably old man syndrome. But anyway, I couldn't find her. So I'm not sure if Katana was over there.
I think if you go on episode 184 of Tank Slapping Podcast, I'm pretty sure it's the latest one. Corey pretty much names
Yeah, Megan
all
was
of the Aussies that were over there. So
yeah,
yeah,
Megan
if
was
you
the
want to,
lady that won it. I wrote a few notes down. It was actually really hard to find results and stuff. I looked on the AMA and the results weren't there, and I think there, if like you're referring to the last tank slapping podcast, they said on there that there was a few scoring issues and timing issues and stuff. So I think that's why when I went to look, they weren't up. Young Jed Fife did really well, taking out 85cc production and 85cc mods. He got second and thirds in the super minis, but I don't know where he came overall in that. George Holmquist, we had a bod with his dad Dane not that long ago. He got second overall in the 65 modified 7 to 11s. He got a first in the production. I think that was a race. I don't think that was overall. This was just results I saw that they posted on their pages. On Corey Texter's page, he was supporting the Page brothers. Bodie Page on Corey's page, he said won 3 championships in the 450 class and third overall in the other. And so I'm assuming they're all age groups or mods and not mods because their class structure is quite different than ours. So
yeah,
I'm not 100% how that
I think he
works.
got first in the 450 production, first in the 450 mods, and I think he got third in the, I think it was called the Open Heavyweight,
Oh yeah, yeah. Which
something
yeah, I
along those
remember Corey
lines,
saying that's a
which
funny
was
name.
also 450 class too. So
Yeah.
the Page brothers did tremendously well, and
So
yeah,
he's
hats off to all the Aussies that went over there.
he's going awesome. And for our international listeners, Bodie actually couldn't ride a 450 in Australia because he's not old enough. Under our
Yeah,
rules over here, he can't ride a 450. So it's fantastic that he's done so well on 450 over there. And look, the talent of these kids is very high. So they on their 250s are basically doing 450 times in our racing over here in Australia anyway. So very, very close anyway.
I've
And
got the entry list for Gunnedah too, if you want
yeah,
any info
cool.
out of
And
that.
Jake Page got first year ever on a 250. So Bodie's younger brother got second overall in the 250s. So that's absolutely outstanding for all the riders. And in our senior riders, Jason Griffin was over there. He got a third overall in the 40 plus, and he got fourths and fifths and right throughout the whole time. And I think that was like there was another senior class, but yeah, like I said, I was struggling to decipher it all, figure it all out.
Yeah.
But they look like they're having an absolute ball over there with trip of a lifetime, and I can see it's a bit like the Burt Munro. Once you go once, you just want to keep going back. So they're all saying they're going to be going back. Really good too to hear. I've been listening to all the Yankee. Sorry, that's a bit of a horrible word. All the US podcasts off the groove, Scotty Dubler and Corey Texter with tank slapping, Corey and Eric Hartley. And yeah, they've been mentioning, all the Aussies, which is fantastic to hear them being mentioned on their podcasts over there and being recognised. And also, how you doing, Roger, that racing? It was great to hear they were mentioned as well. I noticed at the AM Nationals for their efforts in doing some live video at the track. And we had a podcast with Kate and Shane Osberg, and they're awesome dudes. So have a look in our backlog and listen to that one, and you'll get an idea of how you doing, Roger, that racing are all about. And it's great to see they're getting recognition. Because as you know, Tom, Thanks Slapping podcasts and Off You Groove have basically always been quite predominantly the professional scene. So it's great to see them talking a bit more about the amateur stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But before we go into the Gunnedah stuff, we've actually got our guest on the line there. So
Nah,
we
make him
might
wait, buggering.
we'll bring him in and then then we'll get back to the stuff after this. Just letting in Mr. Greag Heatley.
Where are we?
How you
Yes.
going, Greg?
How
Can
you
you hear
going?
us?
Yes, mate. Yes, certainly can.
Awesome. How's things?
Good, good. I always do hands free, but is it better if I do not hands free?
Oh, I can hear you clear enough. Can you hear him, Tom?
Yeah, it sounds good on my end.
Hey, Mr. Northy.
How are you, big fella?
Hey, Tommy. Good, mate. Good.
That's all right.
Yeah, so we're live on the pod now, mate. We've just been talking a little bit about the US stuff and the AM Nationals over there. Tom was trying to find the Gunnedah not results riders list, which he just found, and we're going to talk a bit about the Queensland track and dirt track results from up there. From was that a week ago, Tom, or?
Uh, uh, I think two, possibly.
Yeah, two
I
weeks
can't
ago
remember.
already.
Yeah, I think 2
But
weeks
anyway,
maybe.
we got you on, Greg, because you take care of the track and you're pretty invested into flat track in Australia. So we thought we'd get you on and talk a bit about Appin and what your role is up there and your history in the sport.
Yeah, certainly happy to help and support anyone that supports our sport. So, yeah, far away.
Yeah, so how did you get started into the flat track sort of racing? I'm guessing it's through dirt track in Australia.
Yeah, it was through dirt track. I many moons ago, I bought a CR 250 and got back into motorbikes from being a young bloke and tried motocross and realised I was terribly unfit, and and then gravitated towards dirt track because the races are only 4 minutes long, and you don't have to stand up, so that suited me. And then I become involved with the. I was riding at the Nepean Club, and I gravitated towards officials because they're always short, and everybody likes to criticise them. I thought, I'll get in there and do it. And then my boys come through the junior ranks. The eldest two rode, the youngest one didn't, and so I became the official for several years for the St George Club and running some practice days at the Nepean. And then about 8 years ago, we gravitated. We approached the MacArthur Club. A good friend of mine, Tony Garrard, and I, we approached the MacArthur Club to see if they were interested in resurrecting a track down there, the back of the venue, and glad to say they said yes. And we've moved on every year and try to have continuous improvement every year with the venue there.
Yeah, so that's Appin you're referring to, and so you're actually as you're under the umbrella of MacArthur, and so you're in charge of the dirt track, flat track. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Tony and I approached the MacArthur Club there, as I said, about 8-9 years ago, and we put a proposal to them. There was a very small speedway track down in that back of the corner of the track of the complex that was never come to its full potential. It was only tiny, and then it had tyre walls around it and things like that. So it was in that general area, but we expanded greatly on it. We theodolites out, laser levels, and Tony's a bit of a OCD freak when it comes to building tracks, and he built a damn fine track, and so I now maintain it and try and run as many social ride days under the umbrella of the MacArthur Club. They sort of leave me alone, let me do my thing down there. I do as much as I can, and sort of never enough hours in the day, as we all time poor.
Yeah.
But I try and put as much time out there as I can. But in saying that, this year the weather and life has absolutely kicked my butt in as far as 5 events cancelled in a row lately, 5 social ride days, and it's hard to pick yourself up after putting a lot of hours into prepping a track and then have it washed out. It's a bit of a low blow, but you got to roll with the punches.
Yeah, that's disheartening, but I mean, I'm sure everyone understands the weather is out of your control totally, and like you said, you just got to roll with the punches, and everyone's disappointed they can't go and ride it because it is an awesome track, but the day's coming soon, and I'm really crossing my fingers for everyone that this all weather pisses off and gives us a few nice weeks, and we get round 1 and 2 of the AFTN happening, done, run and won. And how did that come about? That you're hosting the AFTN at Appin?
Well, I've been a follower of the flat track. I mean, I started purchasing 19-inch tyres 14, nearly 15 years ago. I used to get them direct from England. I was a bit of an early convert with them, and when we moved to Appin, our aim, Tony and my aim, was to encourage and promote 19. So we certainly weren't restricting any other tyre. In fact, we have no problem with any tyre, as noise is the big limiting factor at the MacArthur track. And when we got the track up and running to a fair degree, we invited the board and the then CEO of New South Wales out to come and have a look at what we'd built. And it was David Cook, and he then kicked off 2 years, if I remember rightly, running of the Sultans of Slide series. And that sort of started the ball rolling, and Dave Maddock was involved with the Sultans of Slide. And a year or two later, Dave picked up the phone and gave me a call, and the answer was yes, whatever he asked for, to do an event there. And, you know, sort of this will be my third year of involving the MacArthur Club with the AFTN.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So the first year was just a one-off event. Then obviously last year, I mean, they just all one-off events at your track, basically. Well, 2 days, isn't it? But yeah, you don't get the whole series there, unfortunately. Do you think that you might get to see 4 rounds completed at your track in the future, perhaps?
4 rounds? Well,
yeah.
up to
So
Dave.
like
I mean,
start off
I
round 1 and 2, and then maybe round 6 and maybe round 7 and 8 or something like that.
I'm not a greedy man, Darcy, and I'm very short of time. I want to see every track in New South Wales and Queensland, or even Victoria hosting a round. You know, I'd love to see this whole series expand beyond even our thoughts. I mean, it's an Australian series, an Australian title with prize money in covering 2 states. Sorry. Yeah. It's already sort of exceeded the traditional dirt track, and whatever Dave can add on to that, full credit to him, and he puts his money where his mouth is, and he's certainly a man of good knowledge and good ideas.
Yeah, no, it is fantastic to see it evolving, and I hope that it will go to other tracks as well. But I wouldn't mind getting 2 stabs at Appin. I think it's an awesome track. It's not as simple as it looks, because you've got inclines and descents. And talk to us a little bit about the surface, because it looks like your standard sort of sand granite track, but it's not really. It's one of the only tracks in Australia that really blue grooves up like an American track, isn't it?
Well, it all depends on the weather and the wind and things like that. Now, what Tony and I learnt many years ago out at Nepean, what we find out, I'm only a simple railway worker, and Tony's a tape worker, so we went looking for professionals, and we brought geotech engineers in. We showed them what we do and what we want to achieve, and they come back with a recommendation. And their recommendation was between 15 and 20% fines in a material. And when I say fines, I can't remember the exact thing, but it's like 0.0001 of a mil, basically like a very fine clay. So we searched around. And we found this material with that percentage of fines, and we used it in the P successfully. Then when we opened up the Appin track at MacArthur Club, we brought the same material in. It's what you'd call a self-healing, in as far as, say, if granite, you get bumps in it, you can't just go back over the top and fill the hole in with granite, and it doesn't bind with the other material around it. Whereas with this percentage of clay, or this loam, when you grade it back over, you generally try and grade to the bottom of the deepest rill or groove. But if you don't get to the base of it by backfilling and then with the right moisture and rolling, you can self-heal and that track will set and maintain its strength and density throughout. So everybody seems to have an opinion on tracks, but it's very, very complicated. It's a black art. I'll never perfect it. Tony was pretty good at it. You never stop learning. And that whole blue groove thing, it's in the hands of sun and wind and what time of year. And I've never intentionally gone for a blue groove track. I always try and maintain moisture right from the inside to the outside, consistent line. Sometimes you lose it. And when you've lost it and the surface, the blue groove happens, as you know, because the surface gets harder than the rubber on the tyre, so it takes rubber. And with the thing with the AFTN series is the longer races don't give an opportunity to replace the moisture in the track. Therefore, it goes blue very quickly, especially if the wind picks up. So it's very American-like. I've got some great compliments from people that have been to America and come and ride at Appin, and I always appreciate constructive feedback, whether it's good or bad. And we worked out pretty early on that we had a pretty decent track out there and pretty consistent and safe, mind you, being safe being the number one priority.
Yeah, and it's Appin's a funny area. I don't live around there, obviously, so I'm coming as an outsider coming in. Is there much support from the locals?
Yeah, we we have look. It's a very large motocross club, and they look at it with a bit of interest and a bit of they come down. There's a couple of A graders that ride in the club that are they'll come down and they'll do a couple of laps. I can't convince them into. I'm trying to talk them into putting some 19s on and coming to the AFTN, but they do support it. They really do. They enjoy it, but the majority of them, their passion is motocross or amcross, either that. But the good thing is with what I've achieved at Appin over the last five or 6 years is pretty well nearly everyone that comes in that gate is new to the sport, and that's what we have to keep creating this. You can't keep taking riders from the same pool. You have to keep promoting. So on a good day, and we do live in our numbers on our social ride days, and when I've got my 45 or 50 odd riders up there on the hill, at least 35 to 40 of them are people who have never ridden flat track at any other track other than what they've experienced at Appin, and returning customers. So Sydney's a big area, and if we can't run multiple clubs here, the sport's in big trouble. But we seem to get our numbers, and we're doing okay.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think it's probably fair to say that you're known as the 19s, or the place for 19s. Would that be fair and up that way?
Oh, yes, yeah. In that regard, yes. I mean, I've always sort of been pushing it, and like 15 years ago, I copped a lot of pushback. Tommy was there. Tommy would have seen it all, and knew some of the stuff that was happening when you're trying to bring it in, and a lot of people, no one likes change. I went to 19s because my two eldest boys both had accidents with trials tyres. At the time, they were running both. They had two bikes each, and in some races they'd run the dirt track setup. Others they'd do on the 19s. And it does take a little bit of a different technique and a different approach to entry speed. And after the two incidents, I stopped running them on the 1821 setup and 100% 19s. So that sort of flowed with me. The whole purpose of setting Appin up was to promote 19s, but in no way say no to any other tyre. But that is my personal preference. I just believe they're safer all round. Not a belief. I know firsthand that they're a safer tyre, and the technique, when done correctly, is improved safety beyond what traditionally we've accepted.
Yeah, I think they're definitely a lot more predictable than a trials tyre. But people say I'm just biased and whatnot. But a few of the guys that have gone from the 2118 to that once they sort of get their head around it, start realizing, you sort of can trust them a lot more. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. Tom, have you got anything you wanted to ask Greag?
Not really. It's kind of hard to ask someone a question that you've known for 15 years and everything you've known about dirt track or flat track is pretty much through them. But it's definitely good to hear Greg's voice again. And yeah, can't wait to get down to Appin and shake his hand and see what's been happening.
So what jobs have you got for Tom, Greag, this year?
Well, I didn't. To be honest, jobs. He was our headlining act. Been a factory rider and all. Mate,
Yep.
I was shocked when I was told by another person that Tom was there wielding spanners, helping out one of our other key riders. There's 10% of our gate probably down now with his name taken off the headline.
I was meant to be sort of helping out another rider, but then I found out the team owner is now getting on a bike. So by the sounds of it, there's only one person left to spin a couple of spanners. But then I've also got another team asking why I'm not helping them as well. So I'm getting pulled in all different directions. I guess I'll have to
have you?
between you, Darcy, and the other person, I might just see that the deepest pocket.
I better get you a couple of soft shell jackets then. Before old Davies gets it. Well, Davies has got more money than me, so I know who's going to win. But anyway, it's all good. Yeah, actually, that's really nice of you to offer to spin spanners for me, Tom. I hadn't asked that yet.
Yeah, I mean, throw them at you, not
to make me go faster.
That's right, whip you into shape.
Yeah, so Greag, I was actually meant to be going to Albury this weekend to have my first ride or decent ride on the Harley, and unfortunately they've canned it because of the weather. So I might be coming to your track, never riding the bike. Could be interesting.
Well, we've done a little bit of a extra coming out of the right-hander for the TT. The flat track hasn't changed. It's the same as last year. We've done a little bit of a modification coming out of the right-hander on the TT. There's a small roller. So the whole the TT track will be new to everyone. No one has ridden it. So there'll be no disadvantage there in that regard. But the flat track is shaping up very, very well. It's all this weather. Let's just wait and see with fingers crossed what it's going to do for us.
Yeah, it'll be right.
Yep. No, I like the sound of that, Tom. I reckon it'll be right too. The sun will come out, dry it all out, and make it perfect for us, and we'll have a great time racing, I reckon.
Yep.
Should be fantastic. So you said that you mainly have social rides there. Are you actually planning on having like club race days and that sort of thing as well, or mainly just being a place for people to come and cut their teeth and then host like the Australian series like the AFTN?
When we started off there, Darcy, we did do some race days, but like any amateur sport, we rely on volunteers, and it just got less and less volunteers to the point where it was I was basically doing cleaning toilets, driving tractors, and locking the gate up at the night, along with being clerk of the course. And it just got too much, and I had to sort of draw a line in the sand. It's easier for me to run social ride days for the club, and I can contribute back to the club, give plenty of rides, and it's a lot less hassle and pressure.
Yeah.
So that I can do. If I had 10, 15 people walk in the gate and say, I want to do this, this, and this, and come with license, officials license, etc. Great, we'd get in and we'd run race meetings as often as we could. But like I said, there's not a sport, whether it be rugby league, swimming clubs, rifle clubs, whatever, that's not struggling for officials, and motorcycling is probably leading the charge with losing volunteers. It's really tough, and that was the reason why we're not running racing, is because we're just short on staff. And but I can run social ride days and cutting your teeth, or as you say, cutting your teeth, or coming and doing a hot lap like Mick Kirkness and Tom Northey. Then we can cater for all speeds and tastes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, so if you hear that, listeners, and you want to see racing and especially flat track racing happening at Appin on a sort of club level, yeah, reach out to Greg and get your officials license, and that's how you're going to make it happen if you want to see that sort of thing going on. Uh, yeah, I sometimes wish that I lived a lot closer because it is a nice track. The time I did come up and race there, and it was a lot of fun. It's just a little bit different. I like the radius of the corners as well. I would like to have a go on the TT. That's something that I haven't had a go on my 450. That'd be pretty good. But I'm looking forward to the 27th and 28th. And I thank you so much for giving us a call because you're actually wooing your wife and staying married by taking her on a road trip at the moment. Is that right?
Yeah, we're out. Well, actually, I just come back from the Flinders riding motorbikes around with my eldest son. We rode the Flinders down through Cameron Corner for a week and a half, and I got home for a couple of days and back over the Flinders again in the Isuzu, and we're on our way up to Alice Springs, and the weather's not been very good to us up here either. There's a lot of road closures and can't seem to take a trick at the moment. But Alice Springs, basically, here we come.
Oh, that sounds nice. And then, so once you get up there, pull the deck chair out, try to catch some sun for a day or two, put the deck chairs back in, and then you're back to Appin. Is that it?
Yeah. I've timed this all around my annual holidays. Actually, it worked in quite well to do going away, and then the last week I come back and I got a full week focused on getting the track ready and done. Due to the last washout, the track shouldn't be actually too bad. I shouldn't have to do too much major work to it, but it'll allow me to get it very firm, get it consistent, and get it smooth. And that's the three things I'm aiming for. The weather, as we know, can't dictate or change that, but I can have the track in as good a condition. If you've liked it before, if you liked it last time, and I know you did because I saw you driving out with a grin, it'll be just as good, if not better. We've put a lot of work into it lately, and it's a shame it keeps getting washed out because we've widened it out and graded it multiple times, rolled it water, and it's very firm and it's very grippy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it sounds good. And I just forgot what I was going to say. Damn it! Come on, Tom, you have to bail me out.
No, not this time, mate. I did a good one the last time. I bailed you out real hard.
Oh God, listen to him. Has he always been like this, Greg?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's the king of excuses.
Oh, mate, I've got them all. If you think of it, I've got it.
He was the king of jump starts and the king of excuses.
Jump starts? Man, I don't think I've ever jump start.
No, he's talking about your van.
Right, well,
that's how you get your van going.
No, roll that down the hill. Oh, shit.
All right, well, thanks so much for ringing in, Greg. If I think of any other questions, I'll send it through. That's what I was going to ask you. Do you know if there's a rain date? I hate to say that word, but
no, I haven't. Oh, yes. I actually thought of that the other day. No, at this stage there's not. But Dave's only got to sort of pick up the phone and give me a call if it does get washed out, and we'll move heaven and hell to make an event at Appin happen. Put it that way. I want to maintain our finger in the pie and keep that wheel turning with Dave doing it and supporting him, because he's probably the biggest what would you say, injection of enthusiasm into the sport in a long time, and we'll do whatever we can to support him, because he's got some great ideas and he's got a lot of what's the word? He's got a lot of go about him in that regard. So again, we'll support whatever we can.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and don't forget about the Klavr Flat Track Pod. We're pretty enthusiastic too about it.
I was going to but as a sign off, I was going to again support yourselves, because you're putting your time and your hand in your pocket to support the sport, and I'm surrounded by people, whether it be motocross or trials and even road racing that spend a ridiculous amount of hours in motorcycling and all for nothing. And other than watching people go around and enjoying their day, you try and ignore the negative things about the sport and zero in on the positives. And there's a hell of a lot of positives out there. And whether it's a social day, a ride day, or an AFTN, when people come up and say, give you a compliment about the track, or even, doesn't even have to be a compliment, a bit of constructive criticism is always good. You can always, as long as it's constructive, no worries. And you're moving forward every time you run an event. You try and better it from last time, and that's our target out there at Appin.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we thank you for your time and your effort on the track. And like I mentioned before, coming on tonight, taking a little bit of time out of your holiday and quiet time with your missus. So, yeah, thanks heaps, mate. And, we'll chat to you soon.
My pleasure, guys. Thanks a lot. And I look to seeing you on the 27th and 28th and sharing a beer on the Sunday afternoon, I can assure you.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. It'll be well earned, I reckon, by then.
Yep.
Oh, definitely. Thanks, guys.
Okay, mate. See you.
Yes. Bye-bye. Bye.
All righty. So, that was awesome. Oh, it's good he hung up because I didn't actually know how to silence him.
Oh, that was good. No, that was great insight from Greag. He's the master commander of Appin Flat Track, and we're definitely privileged to have him. And mate, I can't wait for round 1 and 2. I'm itching for this weekend for the state titles, but I'm definitely keen to get down to Appin and listen to the Raw.
Yeah, I'm excited from all levels. Being the first full season of the Australian actual championship, so 4 classes can win a Australian championship title.
So what is the name? Is it Australian Flat Track Championships or Australian Flat Track Nationals?
Honestly, I don't actually know. I know it as the Australian Flat Track Nationals.
Okay.
There's been, not that I've noticed anyway, on the website or anything for AFTN, I haven't noticed any ad of champion or championship or.
So it's just Australian Flat Track Nationals, the same as
As far
Australian
as I'm
Dirt Track
aware.
titles and Australian Long Track titles. Yeah. All right. No, awesome.
As far as I'm aware, I mean, someone can correct me on that if they know better, but
no, that sounds good to me.
That's what I know. But yes, you will come away as a recognised champion if you are on the top box, first, second, and third, obviously. I'm not sure if they're going to rank down, how far they will rank and that sort of stuff. But I mean, if you end up 10th, you're 10th in Australia in flat track, aren't you? So wherever you end up, that's your ranking in the Australian Flat Track Series, which is now the AFTN. So it's fantastic. I'm revved up about it being a championship, revved up about just going back to Appin because it is an awesome track. If you haven't been there before, if you can't ride, come and spectate. It's a road trip worthwhile.
MacArthur Motorcycle Complex.
Yeah. As if you want to zoom in on it, if you want to Google it and have a look, like from the bird's eye view on satellite, that's probably a good idea. I don't know.
Better yet, make the trek down there and sit on the hill with a couple of cans and watch some good racing.
There was a few spectators last year. I hope that we're going to double that. That'd be great if we can double that. The only thing I'm going to say, because you don't want to hear me saying it in the Appin recap, pick up your fucking rubbish. Don't fucking leave rubbish. There was too much rubbish left last time. I couldn't believe it. But
and as you heard, that Greg's a sort of a one-man team down there as well.
Yeah,
obviously, he's going to have a bit of help with the AFTN with all the other people that'll be down there. But they definitely help the complex out. If you bring some stuff with you, make sure you take it with you.
But like Tom's saying, it's a big job, and he doesn't have a big. He's got mates and people around him, but he doesn't have a huge. There's not 50 people, paid cleaners, and all that coming through after everyone's gone. So do your bit while you're there. Thanks. That'd be good. That's my little Actually, I'm a real grumpy prick at the moment. I'm not sure what's going on. I must have something stuck up my ass. I don't know. I'm
Because you
snapping
live
at
in
it.
Victoria in the pissing down rain. I don't blame you for
Yeah,
being grumpy.
that could be it. No, just a bit tired and looking forward to this Harley being 100% finish and yeah, actually just doing some racing instead of working on stuff for a change will be
Did you want to have a
nice.
look at the results for the Queensland titles quickly?
Yeah, and you better give us that riders list for Gunnedah as well.
Mate, I'll be here all night if I was going to read it out, but I'm pretty sure there's about 13 junior classes and 5 or 6 senior classes. Actually running a 19s class here too, I just saw,
Yeah, cool.
which is great. And it's got a fairly healthy field too. I think there's what's that, 5, 10, 20 odd riders that entered that. So
40?
no, 20 riders that entered that one.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said 40.
No, no. No, and yeah, oh actually well the two riders that I was surprised to see entered, the other one was Rowan Tegart and who's the other one? Cody Lewis too. I don't think I've ever seen Cody Lewis race on oil. I could be blind by that,
Oh,
but
right.
yeah, no, it's all
Is he also in the 19s class, Cody? That'd be interesting.
let's go back down. No, he's not. I can quickly read out the 19s class if that tickles your pickle.
That does tickle my pickle.
All right, the 19-inch flat track class, you've got Brody Trembath, Andy Fisher, Neil Girdler, Reed Batty, Tyler O'Donnell, Colin Nelson, William Seacombe, Mackenzie Booth, James Sorty, Daniel Wicks, Josh Unicum, Jack Griffin, Katana Robinson, Matthew Davies, Jacob Richardson, Blake Irwin, Jet Carter, and Christian O'Donnell.
Yeah, cool. Yeah,
So,
some good names in there. A couple new names that I don't recognise too, which is good.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm pumped that that Gunnedah has welcomed that class in. Don't know if it's a title class or if it's just a support class like the over 35s, but
It doesn't say.
yeah, it doesn't say, but it doesn't matter. It's still fantastic to see they've still got that in there, and you've got the typical Pro 450, MX Open, Junior 250, Pro 250, Pro Women's Sidecars Open, Sidecar Support. And then, about 13 junior classes, which is ranges from ATVs to, 50s.
And so is this New South Wales titles or New South Wales senior titles or New South Wales juniors titles? What
It
is it?
says riders list, New South Wales senior dirt track titles. It says
Right.
please check your classes and race numbers. So, I do believe years ago that there was one or two senior classes in the junior titles as a support class, but and possibly a couple of junior classes in the senior support. But they've got a fair bit on, which gives us a bit of a break between races. But with
Do
us,
you
we've got
do
10
you
to
think
12
that's too
races on a
many?
sidecar alone.
Yeah,
So
do you think that's too many junior classes?
for a senior title, yes. Not to
Yeah.
be an asshole, so to speak, or anything like that. I'm not trying to say I want anyone excluded or classes excluded. Yeah, it's hard as well because if you've got an event like that that's jam packed over 2 days, and you have things like accidents or weather or delays of any sort. The first classes that do get cut are the juniors, obviously. But then again, you've got junior riders that get upset that they only got a couple of rides in at a race weekend due to incidents like that too. So it's kind of a catch-22. It's either you don't have them and it ends real early, or you do have them and something happens and a lot get a lot miss out. But I dare say a lot of people juniors are either locals or they're traveling with senior riders or parents. But hey, at the end of the day, if it works and everyone gets through and it's run and won and everyone goes home and it's safe, happy days. But I honestly have not heard one good opinion about having that many junior classes at a New South Wales or at a senior title.
At a senior title, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a tricky one. Like it is a tricky one. I think it sounds wrong. I mean, maybe to make the event run right and everything, that's better because do you have enough senior classes? etc., etc. I mean, you can go on betting it for hours, and I'm sure the club committee does. They've done what they think is best for the club and for everyone involved. So
Oh,
riders,
without a
etc.
doubt.
So, and we know they run an awesome event, Canada. So they're
Yeah.
experienced committee and good at running events up there. So it's done for a reason. But yeah, I sort of feel, if it's a title for a specific age bracket, senior or junior, then they should be the dominating factor of that meeting. And maybe the way that they schedule the racing, they still are. You know, like all the senior races are at the end of the day, sort of that sort of deal. So it's more like the final, the big bang sort of stuff, which I imagine they would be. That's probably how the program will run.
Well, the
So
way the
yeah,
way Gunnedar's got their track layout, the way how fast and consistent they are at the gate with getting the riders at the dummy grid, bang, as soon as the race goes, the next one up. The track maintenance is down because of it. It's an old track. I think I dare say they don't have to do a hell of a lot of track maintenance throughout the days. I think after the first day, they roll it and check, inspect it, and do things like that. So they definitely can pump through that and all. Yeah, it's just some people don't want to sit there for 2 days for 4 rides. Like, and you know what I mean? And things like that
yeah,
too. But like you said, it was a catch-22. You're screwed if you do, you're screwed if you don't. If you have it all running one in one day, people don't like that. If you have it over 2 days, people don't like that. You're never going to please everyone. So, yeah, the clubs run it the way they've run it. And yeah, it's the way it is.
yeah, that's it, right? Let's go up to where the sun is shining in Queensland and hear a bit of the results from that one. So the
Right.
Queensland dirt track titles, they're mostly, I don't think there was a 19s class, so they'll mostly be 21-18 is the setup.
Yeah,
Tom's
I
doing
do
a bit of
so.
screen sharing. Here we go.
You see that? Yeah. All right. I'm just going to read out the points or the finals at the bottom of these. This is the 2024 Queensland track titles at hosted by Townsville Motorcycle Club. We start off with the 250 girls. What are you
Possibly.
doing? It's only three in that. Can you take over for 2 seconds? Give me 2 seconds.
I can't share that screen.
Yeah, I know. You might have to pause it or something. Hold on, mate. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, so looking at the 250 girls, I won't be able to change the screen because Tom's in control of that screen. But yeah, Kira Allen on the 467 bike took out first place with 119 points. Mia Blackfoot on 309 in second place with 116 points. And I apologise if I get this wrong. Is it Misha? Is that how you pronounce your name, Hicks? On 100 points in third place. So yeah, well done to those young ladies. The juniors. I wish I could move the screen up and down, or does it let me? No, doesn't let me
No,
do anything.
you'd
Tom's
have to.
back. Tom's
You'd have
back
to.
now anyway. So I've read that one out for you, Tom.
Yeah, I could hear it.
You got girlfriends texting you, have you?
No, I've got
Works on
work,
the go. Yeah.
ton of work.
So 250
Yes, I
girls,
just
65.
I just had to pick up a motorbike off the ground.
All right. 65
Far out.
CC, 7 to 9 years old. You want to read those out,
Yeah,
mate?
you quickly go. I just got to reply back to this
All right, you're still
individual.
picking bikes up off the ground. So in first place was number don't shake your head. Number 57,
No, it's
125 points. Crew Tulloch, number 82, Cooper Quinn on 110 points in second place. No, I'm a bit rusty at this. Number 12, Ryder Smith in third place on 98. In fourth position, 286 Max Mifsud on 90 points. And I'm not sure why I'm reading everyone else. I'm buying Thompson time. P66 Phoenix Saxby on 82 points. 222 Aaron Reddy in 75 points in sixth place. Parker O'Brien on 70 points in seventh place. And TJ Declan on 65 points in 8th place. So that was
Unfortunately,
7
it
to
doesn't let me
9
go
year
down
old,
any further than that.
65s.
Yeah, 7 to 9,
Yeah, I don't know how
65s.
many kids, if that's how many kids were in that class or not.
No, it cuts it off at 8 there. So go down
We
to
know
60.
Georgie Boy was over in America. That would be one of his classes, or he's actually just turned 10. So I'm not sure. Yeah, he should still be eligible to ride in that, wouldn't he? Or would he be in this one? Would he be a 9 to 13?
Yeah, possibly 9 to 13s. Yeah. All right. I'm only going to read. I'm going to be a mongrel here. I'm only going to read top 3.
Nice.
Can get this to. Here we go. So this is 65s. Which one was this? 9 to 12, 9 to 13,
This one's 9 to 13s.
9 to
Yeah.
13s. First place is William Wiggins. Second place is Braxton Leighton. Third place is Tate Lampy.
Ambi.
And it looks like they had a full, healthy field. I hope you guys don't get upset with me that I don't read the rest of the results out. I think we'll be here all night.
26.5 second laps they were doing.
Yeah, right. Okay. This is
Good.
85s, 12s to 16. First place, you got Nico Donovan. Second place, Daniel Garrard. And third place, Cameron Pritchard. Well done, Cam. Yeah, definitely impressed with that, bud. Hopefully I can get to see you on the weekend too. Where are we now? Did I just read that one? 85s, 9 to 13.
Yeah, no, you didn't read that one.
No. All right. First place is Bo Baker. Second place is Levi Leighton. And third place is Lockie Duggan. Well done, Lockie. Traveling all the way
And
out
Lockie,
there.
we had the Duggan brothers on the pod. 24.7 was the fastest lap there.
Geez, you were quick on that.
I was trying to look before, but you scroll too quick. Actually, what the size of the track is.
Give me a
That
sec.
usually stays up the top there. Length 555 meters.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah,
Right.
right. This is 85 girls' points, but there's 2. Why is there 2? Okay, there's 2 results, but there's only 2 in this class. First was Lilana Christensen. I think I got that. And second place is Mia Blackford.
I'll accept that. Better than my pronunciations.
Come on, don't sell yourself short. I've got everything plugged in here, so I've got to do it all without the
Div
mouse.
2.
Oh, I've got Div 2s, the young'uns. Hopefully there's
These are
fair few here.
50cc bikes.
Yeah, there's a 50cc. Oh, by the looks of it, it was a class as well. Yeah, right. First place is Crew Tollock. Second place is Cooper Quinn. And third place is Phoenix Saxby. Well done to the nippers supporting that. What is it? We scroll back to the top. All right, Junior 125. Junior 125, 13 to 16 years.
Now that's an interesting class. Don't
Yes.
generally have 125 junior classes down here.
Nah. I think they do it. Yeah, pretty sure they do it. New South or state and national titles. They do.
All right.
Junior 125, Junior 250. I think it's Junior 125. Then they've got to combine Junior 125, 250.
Well, normally it's combined down here because you don't have enough 125s, but this one's obviously just 125s.
Yeah. Well, the winner of the Junior 125s is Daniel Garrard. Second place is Brayton Bradford. Third place is Cruz Riley. And you got a couple of New South Wales riders in there.
Fourth. Right.
Yeah. Lenny Duggan in fourth. Ryan, here we are.
Oscar Middlebrook, I've heard that name before.
Which one? Ryan?
No, Oscar Middlebrook.
Oh, yeah, he's from Gunnedah.
Is that right?
Yeah, Oscar's from Gunnedah. 7th is Jay Park, and 8th is Cameron Pritchard. And unfortunately, it doesn't show me any further than that. Yeah. We'll go back up to the top.
Top to the right, Junior 250.
Yeah.
They looked like they had heats in that. Fastest time 23.493.
Yeah, right. And that was by the winner, Nico Donovan. Second place was Braden Bradford, and third place was Daniel Garrard. And Lenny just missed out again on the podium too in fourth place. Well done, mate. All right, modified. Don't know what class or CC this bike actually is.
I'm assuming 85s.
Okay.
Normally the Aeromod class.
Right. Well, first place was Crew Tulloch, second place was Evie Wiggins, and third place was Thomas Bailey. Fourth place was Lockie Duggan. So yeah, I'll go off with I'll go off what you say. All right, MX Open. I didn't even see who was in this or anything. I didn't even know who rocked up for this one.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
So the
right. Oh, here's a
fastest
couple of names I recognise, but yeah, more than not.
there's one missing there that is this open, did you say?
MX Open, yeah.
Yeah, right. So no caution wheel in there. No.
No,
So the
no.
fastest time was actually made by 10th place getter Caden Dowling, and it was a 22.277.
Yeah, Caden's a super fast rider. I'd like to see the lap chart in this quickly because Caden's no slouch at all to be in 10th place. That's out of the ordinary for him.
He had to get off or something.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like
Yeah,
in the second lap, yeah, he's gone
second
from
lap.
third to 11th, and yeah, didn't really get much recovery out of it. Finished 10th, so yeah, okay, there must have been elbows up, which it always is with the Queenslanders. It always
Yeah, something happened
they're
there.
always tough competitors. I'll leave it as that. No. First place is Lucas Quinn. Second place, sorry, was Damien Coppy. And third place was Cooper Anderson.
Which class was that? Sorry, mate.
MX Open. They did them three guys. Damien Coppy, he's faster than anything. I dare say he was on that Big Bang Husaberg. But yeah, them three guys edged out the current Australian long track title holder. So well done. And Josh, I can never pronounce his name properly. Grizanek. He's
Not
he's a speedway rider.
Yeah, okay.
So it's good to see him jumping on a 450 or whichever he was on for that one.
Whatever he was on, yeah.
Yeah. The vets over 35s. All right. There's only a handful of these. First place is Mattingly. Second place is Tony Sexton. Third place is Matthew Garrard. And fourth place was Joshua Klaus. So good on you guys for supporting the over 35s.
Yeah, that's spinning me out. Back up
I'm having
there.
a mad day.
Yeah.
That's all right. Just close your eyes when I do that so you don't.
Yeah, I'm
you
going to
don't lose
vomit in a minute.
You don't lose any more hair. Alrighty. This is Pro 250. First place is Rory McCoulter. Second place is Damien Coppy. And third place is Lachlan Moody. Yeah, congratulations, guys. I
But
actually quite like
I can't say the bloody word,
anticlimactic.
anticlimactic. Thank you very much.
You're
I need a bag of those poppers. So when you finish a pop, and the streamers go everywhere.
the confetti guns.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I was going to say, do you want to do that one last? Do Pro Woman first.
Oh, if you want to do that, yeah.
Oh, I've seen it there.
Oh, come on, mate. Look at you.
You ruined it.
He'd gone. Actually, by the sounds of it, I think there was actually a fair few women riders that entered. Yeah, actually, that's not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
And the pro women's first place, you got Brittany O'Brien. Second place, you got Claire Day. And third place, you got Katana Robinson. So well done, girls, and well done to the other girls as well that that came down and supported that. Fourth place, Olivia Jinks. Fifth place, Amy Jo Gwen. Sixth place, Caitlin Christensen. Seventh place, Daniel Burbeck. And eighth place, Emily Davidson.
So Clear Day is actually, unless there's another Clear Day that I don't know about, is actually one half of our pod partner, shreddesign.co. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah, good on it.
Yeah, well done. Alrighty. And then we got the Premier class, which if you're listening, it wasn't a spoiler. If you're watching, you got good eyes.
Yeah, you had to look quick.
Like it. Jeez, look at the best. Look at the best lap. Yeah, far out.
Best lap 22.018.
All right, we got Pro 450. The first place, Caden Downing. Second place, Damien Coppy. Third place, Ronan Jacobs. Fourth place, Rory McCoulter. Fifth place, Joshua Krasonek. I hope I'm not butchering your name, brother. Sixth place, Cooper Anderson. Seventh place, Nate Hicks. Eighth place, Lachlan Moody. Ninth place, Remy Hauler. 10th place, Brad Saxton. And 11th place, Paulo D'Amato Barbaro. I think I got that right.
That sounds good to me.
Well done for making the finals of the track titles, mate. That's in the Premier class. That's a solid effort. All right. I'll let you punch a few of these out. This is a 2024 Queensland Dirt Track titles.
Oh, holy
Classes are
shit.
pretty
Yeah.
much formatted the same, so I'm just going to click on it, and Darcy's going to read until he can't. No.
So the other one was the track titles, and this is dirt track. So this is a
Yeah.
kidney bean configuration. The other one was an oval
That's
configuration.
right. I believe they run this event on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I
Over
think
3
they do the
days.
same each year, no matter what track it's at. So hopefully next
Oh,
year
okay.
it's at a track, or hopefully it's at here we are. Mick Doohan. Not
Ah!
Mike Hatches, Mick
Oh!
Doohan.
Well done.
Hopefully
Well
if
done.
it's there, fantastic, because yeah, I think you'll get a field of outfits rock up for that one too, and hopefully
Yeah.
a couple more guys from New South Wales to contend for the Queensland titles.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, right. So in first place it was Mia Blackford, Kira Allen, and Misha Hicks.
Yep, that sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Next one down, 65, 7 to 9 years. So obviously, a lot of the same riders are going to be there. Pretty much all the same riders will be there across the 3 days.
Yeah.
So in first place on the 65, 7 to 9, I think it was Cooper Quinn, Crew Tulloch, and second Ryder Smith.
Sorry, I'm just trying to rearrange everything
That's
that's
right.
gone in here. I just got handed a folder that's the size of my house.
65, 9 to 13. No, the next one up.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Overshot
that's
it.
right. So there was, a couple of heats
There was
in
finals
this.
in this, so there was a full grid, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 11 finishes. So first three, Braxton Layton takes out the win, William Wiggins, and how do I say that? Is it Steel Beak?
Yeah, Steel Beak. Yeah, that's a mad name. I like that.
Yeah, it's a mad name. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're in third on the
that's
333 machine. Fastest
yeah.
time was a 29.516. Does it show us says the track's the same length? I'd be surprised if
Well,
that's
I dare say it would be. Oh, if it's
you'd
a
think the
kidney
right.
bean shape, I dare say it would be fairly close.
Okay. All right, let's move along then. Let's not get hooked up on something we've got no idea about.
Yeah, I've never been there before, so yeah,
I mean,
yeah. So sorry to the
85,
Townsville Club.
12
We're
to
trying to do our
16.
absolute best with what we got. We're just trying to promote your event or do
12
a
to
recap on it.
16. And look, some of these names I've actually never heard because, as we all know, as like if you watch the Dane Holmquist podcast, Queensland's a bloody long way away from New South Wales and Victoria, and New South Wales is really the home of dirt track in Australia. To be honest, that's where a lot of tracks are. So it is a long way for them to travel. So it's actually nice to read these names out because we Tom and I get to get familiar with a few of them, and hopefully we'll see them around the traps and start doing a bit of AFTN and that sort of stuff. If
Bloody
they get
oath.
some sponsors behind them, give them some petrol money or flight money. So 8, 12 to 16 years age. In first place, Nico Donovan. Second place, Daniel Garrett. And third place, Cruz Riley.
All
So
right.
there were a few guys travelling up. The Duggan brothers travelled up. I don't know how many other riders from New South Wales.
Well, Oscar Middlebrooks
9
from
to
Gunnedah,
13.
so yeah, he made the trip up. I dare say the rest of them would be Queenslanders. If not, if you did go up and you're from New South Wales or anywhere out of Queensland, let us know. Jump on the Klavr Flat Track pod page on Facebook, if you could say it like that. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear, what you want to see. Constructive criticism. Yeah, jump on it, get around it, get amongst it. Didn't know if you were going to throw that in at the end, but I thought I'll bugger it while I'm at it.
Oh yeah, we'll throw it in again.
Yeah.
Nothing like repeating yourself.
Nah.
So first place, Levi Layton, Bo Baker and Lockie Duggan there in third. That was 85s, 9 to 13, I believe.
Yeah, and that was definitely a healthy field.
Yeah, good field there.
85 girls.
Mia Blackford and Liana Christina.
Lilana
Sorry.
Christensen. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get tongue tied. It's my short little stubby tongue. Sorry, sorry, guys.
you keep blaming that thing, don't you?
Yeah, it is.
Alrighty.
Div 2, so our 50s again. Prue Tulloch, Cooper Quinn, and Max Missud there in third. 11 in total, so a full grid there, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's good to see there's a lot of Div 2s.
Yeah.
In nearly every like even you're looking at the Gunnedah lineup, there's a fair few there with some famous last names in the dirt track world. So that's awesome to see too.
Yeah, grandkids and sons and daughters coming up through the ranks. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry, what class was this? Junior 125, 13 to 16 years old. First place, Braden Bradford. Second, Daniel Garrett. And third, Ryan Turika. Maybe you say it all one word.
Todorica? Yeah.
Todorica. Yeah,
Todorica?
that's probably the way you'd say it.
I don't know. Send us a message if we bunged up your last name, bud. Love to hear from you. All right, Junior
250 heats in this one.
So
this time 26.024. Pretty good lap time.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Tom?
I was going to say it's not the same, but over here, Pro 250s, you can ride a 252 stroke in it, correct? So does that mean Junior 254s?
That's what we read, isn't it, in the rule book, which never used to be that way. So, but it says that in the rules, yeah.
So does that mean Junior 250 can ride 252 stroke as well? Or is it only restricted to 4-stroke?
We'd have to go to the moms and have a look at that. Yeah, I don't want to say. I'm going to dodge the bullet.
I've never seen anyone do it, but
no.
I don't know if the rules are the same, but probably
so
not.
Nico Donovan took this one out with a 26.202 was his best lap time. Wasn't the best lap of the race. That was taken out by Braden Bradford in second place with a 26.24 or 024. Daniel Garrett in third place. So he had an awesome meeting. He's up on the podium quite a few times.
Yeah.
Third's not to be sneezed at.
No, I think those three fellas, people I should say, were on the podium in that class in both categories.
Mods, Crew, Tulloch, and Evie Wiggins. So a few pulled out. There was a few more mods the day before, wasn't there?
No, I think that
more
was
than
it.
two, wasn't it?
All
MX
right.
Open.
I can see here, Heat 1 and Heat 2 were reran.
Reruns. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened
a bit
there.
Of carnage. Jeez,
maybe a bit of.
What did that light up so bright?
I don't know. It's really bright though. So taking out the MX Open, Caden Dowling, Lucas Quinn, Rowan Jacobs.
Yeah.
So full grid there, 12 bikes.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a final for sure. Well done to Katana Robertson getting into the final.
I was going to say, good on it, Katana, getting in there in the final. Over 35s.
And that's
Matthew Garrett, Macy. No, sorry,
Mattingly.
Mace Mattingly and Tony Sexton.
Yeah, sorry guys.
I might add a bit of a chance up there. There wasn't too many old people.
Old would you have taken the 36-hour drive to do that event?
I would love to. Yeah, I would. I would love to. 250s. Rory McCulter again. So 2 in a row. 1 for track, 1 for dirt track. Damien Cuppy and Lachlan Moody. Yeah, awesome. Just looking at the other names, there's a couple ladies in there.
Sorry, I just shot.
That's all right, mate. I know you want to go to bed. I know. So.
No, mate, bed is not on the agenda. I ought to be up at 6 a.m. to drive to Gunnedah, but I won't be going to bed. Not after that. Right.
Yeah, right. So what are we here? 450s? Where'd you go?
Yeah.
MX?
Yeah, no, 450s, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Lucas Quinn took this one out. Caden Dowling with Damien Copey in third. And it was mixed up a bit compared to the day before.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Lucas Quinn before. He's obviously a Queenslander.
Yeah.
By the looks of it, he's he's done extremely well to beat the next four riders. Oh, well, to beat everyone there. Yeah, I dare. So I'd like to see him. Hopefully, get to see him at the Australian titles in October. That would be awesome. And I'm pretty sure it's
So
at
they're saying
Proserpine.
they were saying that it was 6 lap finals. So that's
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that was
Actually,
good.
no, I think they mostly are. Our one was at Brisbane
Yeah.
At Mick Doohan Raceway.
So 2 minutes and 53 seconds it took for that race to be won and run.
Funnily enough, I've only got cop shit off one person for that, and that was that was Jobbo. So screw you, Jobbo.
So day two was a bit friendlier. Brittany O'Brien taking out the win. She won the first day as well. I'm saying first day, but I'm meaning track.
Yeah,
Katana Robinson there in second. Well done,
well done.
Olivia Jinks in third there. So
Yeah, awesome. So well done to everyone on your placings and your titles. And
no clear day in that one for some reason. So
oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah.
well done everyone on your state title that claimed one, and everyone just for attending and making the events nice and full. That's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, next week I'll be bringing you the results and recap of Gunnedah. So yeah, I'm
Yeah, so
pumped. I can't wait.
you're gonna be hanging off the side of the side chair, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yep. We didn't enter the first scheduled date for it as Matt was busy with other ventures with Fink and whatnot. So yeah, fortunately for us it rained and yeah, we could enter the rescheduled date and yeah, I can't wait. Matt's forte is on oil, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's not my most favorite track in the world to swing off because there's a hell of a lot that you've got to do as a sidecar passenger. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm in massive trusting with Matt's abilities, and yeah, hopefully I can have a gold medal around my neck when you see me next time. But yeah,
Yeah,
we can only
fantastic.
hope.
Yeah, you got to get a medal board happening behind you there.
I've only got two.
Yeah. That's
And
just you gotta start somewhere. That
and
sounds
they're
good
not
to
the
me.
right color yet. So when they start getting the right color, I'll start putting them up. Nah, no,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
pumped. There's I think there's 10 sidecars that have entered the title class and also run a
Oh,
support
sweet.
class. It's just called
Yeah.
71 run in honors of Darryl Woodhead, the
Oh,
godfather of
okay.
sidecars. So it's gonna be it's gonna be good to see everyone from up there again and yeah, run a bit of a muck and try and come away with the goods.
Yeah, and sweet as you were saying before as well, we do have a new Facebook page. So we're just the podcast is becoming its own little entity, and it always has been. But I sort of was being a bit lazy and just had it all tied in with our products page as well. And now I've decided to separate it, and it also gives the ability to Tom to message and comment and see everything as well without hacking my shop and ruining my business. So that's so that's part of it. Yeah. Do you like the little intro there? Did you read that?
I did read it and I was gonna send you a message, but I got sidetracked too. But I did. I had a bit of a giggle. I had a bit of a giggle.
I was writing it and I was thinking, what can I say about Tom? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, the intro on our Facebook page, and I'm sure it's going to change once I get his input, but I didn't have his input. So the Klavr Flat Track Pod is presented by Darcy Klavr. That's myself, Klavr Flat Track Products founder, and Tom Norvey, a dirt track sidecar passenger. Talking everything
That'll
Aussie
do. Hey,
flat
you
track
weren't
and
wrong though.
board.
You weren't lying.
No, I wasn't
You
lost.
could have said
With
worse.
guests and lots of Hoover malarkey. If you don't know what Hoover malarkey is, it's mucking around, falling around, being stupid. Yeah, it's one of my favourite words. There's a rock band singer called Dave Vass that I used to. Well, I actually played in the band. One gig, it was one of the best gigs I've ever played, and he's just a crack up, and that was one of his favourite words. And I've got a live recording of one of their gigs. The bass player I played with in a band for years was their bass player. And yeah, there's a part of the gig where the crowd are all heckling him, and And he goes, "That's enough of that Hoover malarkey." And he just sounds real drunk and wasted. Yeah, I love it. Love that word. So yeah, so
Awesome.
we'll be posting when the pods drop on the Klavr Flat Track Pod page on Facebook now. I will most likely be making an Instagram one as well. We'll get our heads around this one first. And yeah, so we plan on doing a couple live pods. They'll happen there on that page. So make sure that you like, subscribe, share, all that sort of stuff to it. Like and follow, sorry, on that one. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't, because we would like to reach 1,000 subscribers so that we can monetize it. And yeah, that would be really handy. As I've got an editor sort of in training, and if we could offer them some money, that'd be fantastic, and that sort of stuff. If I could give Tom some money for some new Klavr merchandise, that'd be awesome. Stuff like that.
Hey mate, you
Yeah,
pay me in love. It's good enough for me.
yeah. That's what they all say, but we all know money talks. So yeah, stick with us, guys, as we navigate this new page. And I think it seems relatively simple. Facebook's changed quite a bit. I don't know how many people still use Facebook. It seems like quite a few, but
Well, a
yeah,
lot of events and things like that are posted on Facebook, and all you can do is click on the link; it'll take you straight to Right.net, and then you can enter the event. So that's that and being able to get in touch with international friends and families, mainly the only reason why I've got it too, and just in keep in touch with the racing community. But if you've got videos or photos of flat track racing or your bikes or anything you want to chuck up on the page, throw it up there. Either me or Darcy will accept it or not, but chuck it up there, or give us some insight of what you want to see or hear.
Yeah, well, we really want that. We really want people to be interacting with us, and yeah, because it makes it so much easier for us if you tell us sort of what your opinions. It can basically create a whole pod's worth of discussion, and yeah, it gives us a bit of insight of what people are thinking outside of our little box, and about flat track and racing and dirt track, and all our sister sports, speedway, etc. So and just general feedback, if you like an episode, let us know which one was your favorite, that sort of thing. Yeah, I've got a couple that I put up the top of my list. The Reed Batty one I really enjoyed. I think just the heckling I copped in that, I quite enjoyed that. Uh, yeah, the Luke Goff one, enjoyed that one. All
we
of them,
we got to get
I
Goffy back
enjoy
on
all
again.
of them. Some just stick out a little bit more than others in my memory. But yeah, so that's sort of where we're at. Thanks for coming on, Tom, and we'll punch this one. Well, we've punched this one out. It was good to get Greag on. It sort of, yeah, as you can hear, he's been quite busy doing live stuff. So it was nice of him to take the time out and have a chat to us. There's that new little roller in front of a roller. They actually did drop it on Facebook about a week or so ago, I think it was. So there's a picture on, I think, was it on the MacArthur page? MacArthur Flat Track page?
I can have a quick look. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I think it was on there. He dropped it. Yeah, there was something like, "Can you spot the difference?" or something. That was the comment.
Was it on MacArthur Flat Track?
I think it was. Yeah. Also, well done to our Australian racers over in America in the pro circuit, Tom Drain and Max Whale. Max coming back from ankle surgery. Yeah, on a twin, he's racing now. It was really good to see him back out there. As you would have heard on other pods, I can't get to watch the races for 2 weeks after, which is a pain in the ass. I've got to change that. But
there's actually
yeah, the race
there's actually a YouTube page now called Flat Track Flashbacks, and he talks about the event that was just on. I think he releases
yeah.
maybe less than a week after. I only just recently heard about it on the Tank Slapping podcast, and I had to listen to it. And yeah, it's not bad. It gives you some pretty good insight. It's no visual sort of footage, but he shows you scores. He shows you results, times, and
Yeah, I heard about
gives
that
you
too.
a good insight of about what happened at the event, so you can all but picture it of how he describes it, which is really good.
Yeah, quite different. Yeah, I didn't check that out, but I did hear about that. I like watching the whole event, and I mean, the coverage goes for about 3.5 hours normally. So, oh yeah, that's the picture. Can you see? Can you zoom into it?
Yeah,
I think that's the picture. Oh yeah, look, I even liked it. There you go.
I'm trying to see if I can. I've got touchscreen on my laptop.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, that's as far as I can go.
Hello.
So if I
That's
can put the
new.
cursor, there's a little before
Looks
the
more than
second.
a roller.
Well, it depends how hard you hit it. I think a couple of people commented thinking I think flat tracks turned into motocross, and I think
Step
someone had to
up.
say, well, hold on, the other jumps that are there aren't exactly a part of the circuit. That's their stadium cross track.
Oh,
So
right. Yeah, the
yeah,
stadium. Yeah.
so it's not that one or that one. It's that one
Yeah.
there.
Yes, that infield section is the
Yeah.
TT. So you come the back straight is to the right of the screen. If you don't mind moving your cursor there, Tom.
All right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the back straight there. And well, that actually goes right past the pits. Then you come around over the roller into the right hander, out over the new roller, and then another roller, and then a really quite sharp turn there left back onto the main straight. Turn one, yeah, through
That's
turn
as
one,
fast as I've
turn
ever gone around that track, with this cursor.
two, back down the back straight. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming we could have that quite wrong, but I'm assuming the back straight and the main straight are going to be the same as last year. You could change.
I dare say. Well, I don't know if it looks like it from here, but it looks like around that section there isn't so much of an elevation. Doesn't look like it comes up as aggressive as it used to. I'm not 100% sure.
I
I
reckon
haven't
it
been.
does. I think it's probably just the photo.
Oh yeah, it might be. I might move us over there, but no, if you can get out there for Appin, AFTN round 1 and 2 at Appin, I think it's Brian's Road, Appin, MacArthur Motorcycle Complex. Get down there, grab your chair, grab your esky, sit on the hill,
Yeah.
and watch the
So
best in the country go at it.
so where this
and Darcy.
photo's taken from is a big embankment, like a big grass hill, and yeah, lovely place to sit and view it from. So
Yeah,
yeah, get your asses there and come and watch us race and come and say g'day if you can get. I don't know if you can get in the pits, but you'll probably see us walking around anyway, because you've got to walk across that grass field to get to the loo. So yeah, you'll see riders running back and forth.
And if you are in the crowd, come down and say good day. Tell us what you think about the pod. I don't know what shirt I'll be wearing, if it's a Matt Davies Motorcycles or a Klavr Flat Track or who else? It might be a Luke Golf Flat Track shirt. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely come down and say good day. We won't bite. We'd love to have a quick yarn with you.
Yep, sounds good. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that was a good photo.
Yeah.
This was last year. There you go. There's the entry. There's the spectators' prices. Adults $20, kids $10, family pass. $50, 2 kids or 2 adults, 2 kids per round, and kids under 6 getting for nothing. So that's awesome.
That was last year's, but I'm pretty sure it's the same this year. Yeah.
Yep. So that's coming off the turn 4 down the straight. So that hill up the back there is the spectators part.
Yeah.
So you definitely get to see the whole. Oh, that's a better picture of it. You definitely get to see the whole circuit, so you pretty much can sit from there all the way across to the other side, all the way down to there. And yeah, they've got toilets, and pretty sure they had a kiosk or some food vans or something along those lines. So yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. I'm pumped. I'm really excited.
Yeah, me too, mate. Yeah, you can close all that down if you like.
Yeah, I was just looking at I haven't seen these pictures before. I haven't, mate. Greg, after helping Greg last year, he turned around and said, "Oh, he goes, I'll give you a couple of practices for free for helping out the weekend." And I I haven't been back since, so and it's about an hour down the road. So I definitely Greg's going to be sort of tapping his foot to ask why it's been 12 months since I've been down there. But yeah, as you know, with the weather and my work schedule isn't exactly friendly. But no, I do need to pull the 450 out and put those 19s back on because I haven't ridden it since Broadford. So
Yeah, mate,
that's
you've got to get out
that's
there.
yeah, I'm too focused with this sidecar business, as you can imagine. It takes up. Yeah, it takes a lot, but no, yeah, I'm pumped. I wouldn't mind doing a couple of over 35 classes if some bald headed nomad comes out and comes racing with me. I would be. I'd love to line up against him.
Fuck. Yeah, and then the next podcast will be from the hospital beds, opposite each
Yeah.
other. Don't think
One
I'm going to
from
take it easy, you young whippersnapper.
Oh mate, I'd let you go. I'd let you go past me just so you didn't feel so bad.
Let me go past you. I'm gonna run you wide,
Oh,
and then I'll
actually,
run you in.
they've um, New South Wales has released the classic and post classic state titles at Nepean on I think it's the 3rd or 4th or 4th and 5th of August, and I've actually got yeah, a friend of mine's offered me a few bikes to ride, and I think 2 of them are sliders, and I haven't ridden a slider in probably Yankee Steve would be able to help you with this, probably 10 years, maybe 11 years, so. Yeah, it'd be good to get them out of the shed. I said to him, I said, "Oh, how many bikes you got?" And he said, "How many bikes do you want?" So
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna go and see him in a couple of weekends and look at the sup regs and yeah, see what bikes and what classes we got to enter.
yeah. Sweet. That
Mm.
sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it sounds like fun. I can't wait. I'm just
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. Or obviously the AFTN will be my next racing. After that, I'm not sure. I have to look at the Harley Club calendar and see when that all starts back up again after this shitty, miserable weather. I'm hoping. But yeah, it just feels like it's dragging on a bit this winter. It's fun. It's a funny one. It's been a slow start, and now it's just been a bit cold and
Oh
miserable.
yeah. No, well, these next 4 weekends, I'm flat out. You've got Gunnedah this weekend. Following weekend, I've got the Davies Motorcycles 10-year anniversary at West Wyalong. Weekend after that, we're at Appin for AFTN 1 and 2. Weekend after that, I'm at Nepean for the classic, post-classic state titles. And
All right.
then I think there's, yeah, I think towards the end of the year is pretty stacked too. I think
Yeah. Okay.
I'm taking all of October off work to do what I need to do in October.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's going to be pretty gnarly. I think I can't even think what's the second half of that. Yeah, it's all racing and everything
Yeah.
else in between. So no,
Yeah.
you'll know about it. Trust me. When I remember it, you'll hear about it.
Yep. Yep. We'll get it all worked out, and we'll keep punching these pods out. And yeah, we've got a few good ones coming up. I don't know what they are, but they're good. And we'll. No, we do. We've got a lineup of guys that we're teeing up to come on. It's just a matter of organising it all, and
Yeah.
and it's funny because it's nice having them done in advance, but it sort of doesn't work in a way because then by the time you release them, some things are not quite matching up. But yeah, maybe I've just got to be better at choosing how I release them. So anyway, we'll
Mm.
keep working on that. That's all work in progress, as you know. But yeah, it's good. There's plenty of racing going on. Like I say, and the young guns over there in America, from the amateur right to professional, showing Australian racers grit and talent, which is fantastic. I think yeah, they're really turning heads and impressing people over there. And
Well, Eric Hartley put it perfect. I think it was the Australian invasion
yeah,
the Aussie invasion. So it was yeah, it was good to see that the young fellas went
Aussie,
over there and
Aussie,
rattled a
yeah,
few
yeah.
fellas. You goddamn
Aussie,
Aussies
Aussie.
come over here and take all our nationals.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you watch. My cousin's gonna call me when this released out and go, "Stop doing an American accent, you prick."
yeah. Well, hopefully we get them coming over for our nationals. So
That'd be great.
um, obviously, probably not this year, but maybe in the future. That's what we want to see. So, and they'll be more than welcome to come over here and get beaten on our home turf.
Oh, you're going to get a whole lot of over 35s come over and just hose us.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
it'll be
most
worth it
likely.
though.
We know it won't be you, Corey Texter, because you won't get on a plane, you so. So
I'll have to get him on a little dinghy, little
get him
rubber
on a
fetish,
dinghy,
and get
bring him
him rowing.
over on a lifeboat.
Oh, he was actually talking about going to Valencia for the
Yeah, for
last
him,
round of
yeah.
MotoGP. So I wonder if he did that. Yeah, he'd have to get on a bird for that one.
Well, he was going to do FIM as well, and that would have had to be in a plane trip. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So, yeah, Jared, if you listen to this one, mate, good luck over there. I hope you yeah, give the rest of the world an absolute pizzling, and yeah, hopefully you see you on the box a few more times than you did last year. But yeah, well done for getting over
yeah,
there, and yeah, give him shit, son.
yeah, representing Aussie, which is great to see. Keep away from that, Sammy Halbert banging and crashing into everyone, and
Oh, mate, I think he's got a sponsorship through OnlyFans now too. I'm hearing so. That's yeah,
actually,
that's
Sammy,
good.
shout out to Sammy. He has been putting some good content out. I've been quite enjoying his content, like commentating some of the races as he from his race helmet view and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, but yeah, he had caused a bit of a stir last year with and I don't know. Yeah, I don't agree with some of them. I think they were just falling off for the sake of falling off. But
Well, they run speedway rules, so I think it's anyone that causes a red flag or a crash is out. Which,
yeah, that's right.
like Corey said, bring them guys over to American flat track and
Oh, even
put your
Aussie.
elbows up. They're going to get belted.
Yeah, even here, and I think that's why our riders do so well over there, um, is because it is
Not
argy
a,
bargy.
yeah,
It's
not
a
afraid of a bit of argy bargy. Yeah.
Yeah, it is argy bargy. Like when it gets rolled up, it gets rolled up, and no one bloody pulls back for anyone.
No,
So
I think you can ask Reed and Kyson about that one, but yeah, no, it's
yeah, even up at Mildura, there were the boys there. You would think
yeah,
that there
that's
was
the
a
way.
bloody $1 million on the line. It was,
That's right. A couple of shakes of the helmet.
ah,
I love it. I love it.
yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, mate. Well, I'll let you get back to work, and yeah, hopefully you get some stuff done
Yeah.
for your bosses, and good luck
Yep.
up there at New South Wales. Sorry, it's down there for you, isn't it? Down or up?
Nah, it's up.
Across?
Yeah, 5 hours north. North,
Yeah, right.
west.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you and Matt up there.
Thank you.
Um, Tell Matt to get a couple soft gel, actually 6 soft gel jackets, and put Klavr on them for us.
6 soft gel jackets. All right, I'll put the order in. I'd hate to see the invoice, but I'll put the order in.
Oh no, that's part of Davey's motorcycle supporting Klavr, I think.
Hey,
Maybe,
what does the middleman get from that?
maybe I can give him some tires.
Yeah, that'll be all right. He'd be happy with the tire.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, take it easy. Until next time, go flat tracker.
Go Flat Tracker. Go Flat Tracker, go, go, go.